Good evening, you fine people. How are you? Let me check first off that you can hear me okay, because I've had. Oh, that's loud. You can hear me. I know you can hear me now because my iPad was on full blast. I've had some microphone problems actually. I was recording a video earlier, which should be on the channel later tonight. It's just processing right now, and yeah, I had some microphone problems, which gladly I've fixed. But yeah, there's a first look coming tonight for Lumberjack's Dynasty on the PlayStation, so that should probably be up once we've finished this. So yeah, back on the road. How is everyone? Who have we got? We got Kobe. How are you doing? Robertson, Ant-Man. Robert says, been told Euro Truck 2 coming to the PS5 and Xbox. Just wonder if you knew anything about it. I don't actually, Robert, no. But if that is the case, then wow, we'll definitely be jumping on that one. Where did you hear that, Robert? Just out of interest. Because we definitely will be having a bit of that. I can tell you that right now. Right, so Berlin Bound is the name of tonight's stream. I'll just bring the map up, and we're in Berlin. We're in Kiel, actually. Sorry, we're in Kiel, and this is where we finished when we did the last live stream. When was that? That was it's well over a week ago since we were on the road, isn't it? We finished up in Kiel, and I thought, right, let's go from Kiel. Let's just do a short one. We're coming all the way down here, down the right-hand side. Let's just go to Berlin. You can just see it there, all in one shot. So that's what we're going to do. I've already got everything in the list. I need to do the pickups. I think I've got 2 pickups to do. And then when we get to the other end in Berlin, there are 2 drop-offs to do as well. So let's get started. I will need some fuel as well. That's the other thing. So let's jump out. We've got 7 things to pick up here. So we've got fast food, fruit, bread, import fruits, more import fruits, empty pallets, more empty pallets. So we've got a bit of a mix going on. So that's everything in there for our first pickup. Let's get the doors closed. Actually, you know, when I don't play this for a few weeks, I do actually quite miss it. I think maybe once a week is the right sort of interval to play this. For me, certainly. Any more than that, and it can become a little bit repetitive. But no, I think if you play it sporadically, it's much better. I'm going to put the card in, put the driving mode on. Right, ready to go. Hey Lucas, how are you doing? Right, so first pickup is done. Let's do the next one, and if we see the petrol station on the way down, we'll go for it, I think. You're doing okay, not looking forward to school? Are you back at school tomorrow? I know all the grown-ups always say it, but school is the best time of your life. You've no responsibilities. wait till you're a bit older. You'll realise how good school was. I'm pretty good. Yeah, I'm pretty good, Lucas. Thanks. So I was saying that. Oh, actually, no. We've only got 1 pickup. I'm sorry. I thought we had an extra pickup. We're all the way through to Berlin now, So we are 391 kilometres all the way through. Didn't notice that. We've definitely got 2 stops at the other end. So that being the case, let's go via. Let's just make sure there isn't one down here. Let's go to Easy Tank first. So we're going to come all the way down, do a left, carry on. That's what we'll do. We'll go and fill up. Hey Peanut, how are you? So those engine noises are still a bit annoying, aren't they? Oh, look at that as well. Just for posterity, for the record, look at that advert there on the right hand side. Autobahn Police 2. I don't think we'll say any more about that. Maybe they'll in the next patch they'll put Autobahn 3 on the billboards there. I'm alright, Peanut, thanks very much. Yeah, can't complain. Yeah, for anybody that's just come in, I was saying at the beginning, hopefully, right after this, the first look of Lumberjack's Dynasty on the PlayStation will be up on the channel. YouTube is taking hours to process it. It was about a 5 gig file, but it's taking ages. But that'll give you something else to watch tonight or tomorrow if you're interested in that game. So look out for that one. Here's Farah, straight from his dinner. Oh, Ant-Man, you couldn't find anything about it coming to console. Yeah, I mean, I hope it's true. I definitely hope it's true. But until we see it, it's probably just a rumour, isn't it? You've been watching Dynasty. Right, let me carry on to the old petrol station there. Farmers Dynasty didn't run very well on the Xbox. I won't say anything about this one, apart from... no, I'm not going to say anything. I'm not even going to do an apart from. That would just spoil it, wouldn't it? So I'll let you watch it. It's about 35 minutes. It's not a really long one or anything. So hopefully you guys will enjoy that one. Hey Daniel, how are you? Good to see you. Is this good to buy? I'm thinking of getting it. It's decent, yeah. Are you what are you playing on, Daniel? Are you Xbox or PS5? Because if you're on PC, there's obviously a few other options you might want to look at. Right, I think I'm going up here for the fuel. Oh, look at that. I can't get going. I thought the AI was going to hit me then. I'd literally had my finger on the throttle and it wasn't doing anything. You're on the PS5. Well, I would say give it a go because you've not got a lot of options. In fact, you've got about 2 options and we don't mention the other one. This one's pretty decent. There's 1 or 2 little things. but they're more like annoyances rather than serious bugs. You'll get on okay with it, to be honest. So I always say this when anyone asks on the stream, you know, for that price point, it's a pretty decent game, yeah. And they're still working on it. They don't always communicate when they're working on it, but they are working on it, which is good. So, oh, that's weird. Look at that. I can refuel it from in the cab. Let the crashing begin. Is there a donut thing in it? What, in the lumberjack thing? There might be. I just haven't got that far into it yet. I've literally did a couple of missions and that was it. Right, that was weird. It auto put the handbrake on as well, and I didn't do that. Right, okay. Let's get back onto the road for Berlin. Let's see if we can see the AI coming or not. Let's use the old left and right look. Flying donuts. Did I see someone made me a livery? Yeah, that was Jason again. He told me about it. We talked about it yesterday actually, so I did know that was coming. He was showing me as he was doing it on Discord, so I did see that. Yeah, so that's the other thing. Yeah, if you're playing Train Sim World and you've got the Class 150, there is a new Tintin 57 livery on there which is being created. If you just search for Tintin_57 in the Creators Club, you'll see it in there, so I'm pretty chuffed with that. It's got the channel logo on it, etc, etc. It's quite good. So I will record something. I will record a little run using that livery at some point this week. But yeah, that's quite good to see the channel in there. Wow, struggling up this hill again. Let's hope it's pretty flat down to Berlin. It's very red. It is very red, yeah. It's because the channel banner is red and yellow, isn't it? So we may as well stick with that theme. It's easy enough to change it. But I think it looks pretty good. It does say 1k subs as well on the side, so obviously we had to wait until I had 1k subs to be able to put a livery out with that on it. But fortunately that came yesterday, so that wasn't too much of a problem. Alright, keep an eye on these traffic lights from here. No, I didn't create it, Farah, no. I'm not that skilled at that. Why did I change the logo? You've asked me that before, SNCF. So then my answer to that is, why not change it? The previous one was just a picture of me, so something brighter, more recognisable was required. It's called branding, SNCF. That means you don't like it, SNCF. Right, let's get back in the cab. Right, we'll let him pass, but this one's not getting past. Unhuman, how are you doing? Didn't see you sneaking there. The engine sound is around towns, is it? I've not noticed when that is actually. We'll kind of keep an eye on it as we go. But I thought it was a bit more random than that, unless it's down to a specific truck, perhaps. Now you're copyrighted. I think the previous one was more personal. Yeah. Selling merchandise. No, I don't think we'll be going that far, Ant-Man. What I can do though, Peanut, in the future is perhaps make the thumbnails a little bit more personal. But I actually quite like the brighter logo. The other one was just some random photograph that was taken ages ago. So it was just there because I had it there on the Mac and I just uploaded it. So it was always the plan to change it at some point. Right, 360 kilometers. Tanner family memories, how are you? Nice to see you again. Thanks for coming in. Always in and around the town, right? Okay, I've not picked up on that. That's interesting. I wonder what causes that then. A donut, a Tintin donut. I mean, you know, the plan is when I can get the room sorted out upstairs, where I'm going to be permanently sort of doing this from. We'll get the webcam on, hopefully. So then, you know, you'll get all the personal you need. Then you won't need the logo. You'll forget about the logo. You'll have too much personal. So be careful what you wish for, is the message. But we're a way off that yet. I've got to get it all set up. I need to go down to IKEA and get some new furniture as well. Really, my desk is a bit small for all the. Oh my god, what did I just hit then? My desk is a little bit too small for all the gear that I need. Because I've also got my work MacBook up there, big screen, etc., etc. So I'll work it out. So that's the thing, you see, we're only just getting started. So the first target was 1k, that's ticked off. Obviously now the target can go upwards, but with that I did say once I got to 1k we'd start stepping it up sort of content wise and production wise, etc. So that's what I'm going to try and do. So whoa, go on Corby, how many crashes is that then? That's at least 5. It's the front end swinging around again, it's doing the usual. And actually I've just remembered what Stephen said last time. The reason it's doing that is because it's reset all my settings, hasn't it? Just let me bring up the thing that Stephen sent me last time if I can find it, because that's what the issue is. Give me 1 second. He sent me a screenshot with them in. It'll be about a week ago, won't it? Because that's also why I'm swinging around. Got it somewhere. Alright, someone sent me a picture of Goat Simulator, which I just went past, so that's not good. Ah, here it is. Right, okay. Let me just change these. So, the top one is 920. Right, so what was that trick you said? You go all the way down to the bottom. And does that put it back up again? Right, I'll leave it on 916. I know there was a trick you told me about. 980 steer dampening was on 0. Steering release at forward was yes. Release at reverse was no. Then, right, so that's it. Okay. Let's try that. That might be slightly better. That's if I don't press the D-pad. Right, I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's put the brakes on, then I'm not all over the place. Right, let's try again. Yeah, I should give myself a timeout, you're exactly right. Now, I was just looking down my mentions on Twitter, and somebody was sending me pictures of Goat Simulator trying to wind me up. It just flashed past and gave me a nightmare for an instant. Anyway, back to the job in hand. We've still got 322 kilometres to go. So we're going Kiel to Berlin. Actually, that's the point, because you got timed out, didn't you, Kobe? I felt a bit bad about that, actually. I was only joking, and Mel timed you out, because Mel's got mod privileges, so she timed you out. You know, when you get timed out, it's only from the chat, isn't it? You don't get timed out of the whole stream, do you? It's only out of the chat, I think. Well, I hope it didn't kick you out. Hey, Mr. Water, how you doing? Only the chat. Oh, right, so you probably heard me feeling a bit bad about it. You probably heard me saying, I said, poor Kobe's got kicked out. I thought you'd gone. I didn't realise you were still sat there, just not able to talk, and you'd been muted. Right, well, I don't feel as bad about that then. I thought you got completely kicked. Yeah, trigger happy. Well, you're safe tonight anyway from Mel, because she doesn't come in for on the road. You won't see her for on the road. She's probably lurking now, actually. She's probably there, really. Right, the steering's a little bit better now. I've adjusted it. I say that and I'm swinging around. You thought it was an easy platinum, Farah? You're getting addicted to Car Mechanic. I have not played that yet. A few of you have suggested that to me, but I haven't got round to it yet. Rafcaster, how you doing? On the road again. Can't wait to get on the road again. Right, am I coming off here? Yep, I am. Need to go this way. caught it up safely. Oh, what is that? Did you see that guy coming down the side of me then? That was ridiculous. That was not my fault. Oh, right. Let's indicate this time. And we can get up to speed. There's the rain. Let's put the wipers on. Car mechanic. I know this is a bit of a silly question, but it's real cars, isn't it? Is it real licensed cars that you can work on? .267 kilometers to go. The other thing I meant to ask you as well is, oh, it is real licensed cars. That's good. Right, that sounds interesting then. The other thing I meant to ask you guys as well that were playing PC Building Simulator. Did you try the new expansion that came out? I know most of you saw the video I did the other day with the first look at that. I really enjoyed it. After the first look, I jumped back in and did a couple of hours, and I much prefer the expansion to the original story. It's much more interesting. And it's better because all the parts are updated as well. Which brings it up to date. Half the stuff that was in the original just was old PC parts, didn't really make sense. Right, we've got a red here. That's good, Peanut, yeah. You've not played the expansion yet, Farah. Working your way through the base game. Yeah, you can play both separate. It does create a save file for each, so you can kind of play a bit of both at the same time. Just depends which save file you load up. But yeah, if you're going to play the original part, yeah, play that first, because I don't think you'll want to go back to it, or you won't enjoy it as much if you've played the expansion first, because it's much better. It's great that it was a free update as well. That was the other thing. I know they're trying to probably raise interest, aren't they, for number 2 that'll be coming out. Yeah, you've not got to it yet, Mr. Water, yet. Yeah, you'll enjoy it. Actually, I'm going straight on here, aren't I? If this guy lets me pull out. Hey Jurgen, how you doing? Nice to see you. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me, Ant-Man, that you have to pay for the license once. No, Jurgen, it's not. No, it's on the old gen. It's on everything. It's on PC. It's on the old gen. It's on the next gen. Yeah. Yeah, it's been out a while now. Right, back on the Autobahn. Don't worry, there's no police simulator on this Autobahn. I think we're fairly safe, apart from the billboards that we see in the towns advertising number 2. I'm hoping there is some kind of fix for that, or at least some news this week. Then we can play a bit more of it. I'm not going to show it to you guys again until something drastic happens with it, I think. Else we'll just be going around in circles. I know you want to see the donuts again, but I don't think my eyes can stand it until they fix it. Right, it's a pile of shame thing for you, Peanut, is it? Yeah, got you. Roughcaster says, is the steering still oversensitive in on the road? Last time I played it was the time I showed the settings. I've just gone back to my settings just then. I don't know if you're in, Roughcaster, but one of our other community members, Stephen, said to me that every single time you load up on the road now, it resets all your steering settings, which is a bit annoying after the last patch. I keep forgetting, so that's why I was all over the road to begin with. But once I've got the settings back in, as per that settings video that you watched, it seems to be okay. I mean, I'm still struggling because of the controller and the weight of the truck makes the front, wobble around a little bit, but it can be quite sensitive. You just got to get that sweet spot, I think, in the settings. I wouldn't say it's overly giving me any trouble though. Unhumanoid says the other strange thing is the sounds of the passing cars. You don't hear them on your own truck. Yeah, I'd never thought of that either. Yeah. What's it like when you're outside though? Can you hear it outside? Nobody will pass me now. Nobody wants to pass me now. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be any traffic sounds. This seems decent, but is it though? I quite like it, but I think it's difficult to say, isn't it? Because we all like different things. I would say just obviously you're watching this stream, but if you look down the channel, there's quite a few streams we've done, and we've talked about a couple of the issues we've got, etc, etc. So if you have time, just dip into a few of those and make your mind up. But you know, if you're on PlayStation and you want a trucking sim, as we said before, I think you've got a very limited choice. So I think it depends how keen you are really to play a trucking sim. Oh, the billboards, yeah. There's nothing like a bit of cross promotion, Corby. Unfortunately, the billboards work better than the actual game, so. Right, we've still got 208 kilometres. Oh, the platinum for this one, you mean, Farah? If you mean for this one, yeah, it'll take a while. Just because of the mileage-based trophies. Thanks everyone for coming in though. We've got 22 in at the moment, which is great. Thanks to everybody coming in. Do give me a thumbs up, because that'll make a big difference. The mileage one screams out for DLC. Yeah, they've never said anything about DLC, have they? Which is a shame, really. It makes me wonder if there is ever going to be any DLC, because it's been out for a while now, hasn't it? You would think they would have tried to have capitalised. Mind you, it's had a few issues here and there, hasn't it? It was a bit of a slow start, wasn't it? So, you know, maybe they want to do the decent thing and just make sure that everything's working as it should. I mean, I think on next gen it works pretty well, and it kind of always has done. Apart from every patch seems to unpick a few little things, but there was all that trouble at the beginning with the mirrors not working on the original Xbox and PS4, which took them a while to fix. Then steering wheel support was a massive thing that's only just been fixed. So, you know, they want to put that behind them probably first before they work on the DLCs. But who knows? Right, what are we doing? 189 kilometres. Can probably turn the wipers off now, can't I? The good thing about the rain stopping though is that the puddles don't immediately disappear off the road, which is quite good. It would have been quite easy, wouldn't it, from just to completely disappear the minute the rain stops, but it's a little thing, isn't it? But it's quite nice to see. The truck looks quite good, yeah. So they're all, the actual trucks themselves, the Scanias, etc., the MANs, they're all licensed trucks. This livery is you can design the livery yourself, and you don't pay for it. You just use your in-game credit to do it. There's various different designs and fonts and whatever. But I've said it before on a previous stream, but it took me about 5 minutes to do that, that's all. So you can kind of customise it to whatever suits you. Yeah, they don't say anything, do they, Mr. Water? No. It's just one thing I won't, you know, I never quite understand is that, you know, even when they're fixing things, they don't shout about it. They should shout about, oh, this is a great thing we're doing for the game, and if you've not played for a couple of months because there's something bothering you, here's the fix list that we've put in the patch. Why don't you come back to it and see if you enjoy it again? But they don't do any of that, do they? I try and do that on these streams because obviously if I'm still playing it and you've not played it for a while, you'll see it here and think, I could just jump back on there. But they don't do any of that themselves, which is a bit strange. And I'm just a player like you guys. I don't work for them or anything. Yeah, it's odd. But they're not on their own, are they? There's other companies do that as well. And then likewise you get a Dovetail Games with Train Sim World 2 that are quite upfront about what it is they're fixing or not fixing, as the case may be, and even do update streams and roadmaps to show what it is they're fixing. So people do things differently. But the reason Dovetail might be like that though is because they develop and they publish the games themselves, whereas Aerosoft are the publisher, and is it Toxtronics? This one is the developer for this one. So Aerosoft are working with lots of different developers for the different games that they're publishing. So that might be the added complication there, I guess. No, there's no multiplayer, Jurgen. So it's all single player at the moment. Yeah, and humanoid. Yeah, that's actually a good point, because it does rain, as we just saw, but there's no real extremes of weather, is there? Which they might be able to add. Yeah, I never thought about that. That'd be a good idea, actually. Good suggestion. Alaskan Truck Simulator. Do you know, I meant to watch somebody playing the demo. I've not seen it yet. I should go and take a look at that. Kobe. Z Software is the best. Makers of Autoboard 3, of course. Yeah, they're the best. I don't know what updates we'll get from them. Actually made me chuckle, that. A couple of our viewers, a couple of our regulars this week have bought the taxi simulator. Is it called taxi? Is it just called Taxi Driver? Whatever the PS4 taxi simulator is, and both of them said to me within half an hour how terrible it was. So sounds like one you could avoid, I think, if you were thinking of getting that. Hey Kraza, how you doing? Back on the best truck sim that's out. If you're on a console, I tell you what, if that that we heard at the beginning about Euro Truck coming to consoles actually works out as being true, I think this one will probably die quite quickly, won't it? Have the Alaskan one, have they said when that is actually coming out on console, or have they only just announced it for PC at the moment? Yeah, Kreza, I think Robert at the beginning said he'd heard that they were possibly coming to console, but Ant-Man took a quick look but couldn't find any information on that. So I guess unless we see an announcement trailer or anything like that, then it'll remain a rumor, I think. PC first and consoles later this year. Oh, so it's this year then. That'll be nice then if it's by the end of this year, because we're in July already, so you know we've not got that long to wait, have we? Hi, Cadman. We were just talking about you. Well, we were talking about Taxi Sim actually. So Cadman was one of the two that has bought the Taxi Sim this week. Right, 116 kilometres. Not doing too bad. It's been a nice run. Actually, it's been a good run because there's been a good mix of both autobahn or motorway and you know the more minor roads. There's been a good mix on this one. Just got clipped. That's what happens when I look outside. I like to be outside, but it's difficult to drive it on the outside. Yeah, Jurgen, we've been playing Bus Sim Driver Countryside just in the last sort of 2 weeks. Been quite enjoying that. I nearly ran that tonight. Then I realised that we'd not been on the road for a couple of weeks, so I thought let's do on the road for today. But I'll do some more of the Bus Sim Countryside this week, I think, because I've played a little bit of that off stream as well, and I've still been really enjoying it. I'm still actually on the first day. I haven't skipped any of the time in that, so I'm still on the first day. But there's some quite long routes on that. I've not even got around to creating any of my own custom routes as yet. Which I'm quite looking forward to, because that'll be like Tourist Bus. You know, we'll be able to create one that goes right around the edge of the map once we do that, and we'll get a true sense of how big the map is. But I'll tell you what, for the £6.50 or whatever it was I paid, I've already got more than my money's worth out of that one. Yeah, you did refund it, Peanut. Yeah, you said you did, because was it the mirrors? The mirrors weren't working on Xbox properly. I think you told me. It's a shame because I mean it runs absolutely fine for me, and as I said, I've been really enjoying it. I didn't know what to expect when it was recommended to me, because I thought it looked a bit rubbish, but actually once I got into it, it was pretty good. So I think if your expectations are not set too high, you'll get your money's worth. Yeah, it's a super fun sim, says Corby. Yeah. I've still resisted getting that first one, Mr. Water. Because do you have to buy a lot of DLCs to get a game that is the size of Countryside? Somebody was saying that to me. The base game of the original one isn't as big as Countryside. Jurgen says, is there only one version on PlayStation of Bus Sim Driver Countryside? Yeah, the PS4 version. There's just one version. The mirrors and the way it runs on the Xbox, just couldn't do it. Looks better on PS, right? Yeah, it's a bit strange, isn't it, why it would look any different between the two. So just a reminder, if you've come in, first of all, give me a thumbs up if you're enjoying the stream, because that really helps me out. And the second thing is, after this, I will check it straight after we get to Berlin and we finish. There should be the first look of Lumberjack's Dynasty, which was uploading most of this afternoon. That should be on the channel straight after this if you want to take a look at that. That's a new game that came out Thursday, and I was fortunate to be sent a copy of that by a developer called Toplitz Productions. So I've done the first look, and yeah, that'll be out pretty much straight after this, I hope. So I will publish it right after this. Check that out, let me know what you think. If you think I should do a series, just drop a comment underneath. I don't mind running it as live streams, or I can do a series of you know, half an hour to an hour sort of specials. Just let me know what you prefer, I don't mind. There's Countryside and Bus Driver Simulator. The DLCs are dirt cheap ones. Oh, are they? Are they only that much? Okay then. And is it? Are they? The gameplay, the look and feel, is it exactly the same as Countryside? Because if it is, I might just get it. Or is it worse in any way? Because I assume that came before Countryside, did it? What do you mean unhumanoid? Do you mean for the Bus Driver Countryside? It's quite bright just now. You know, when you get to these, well, they're like concrete roads, aren't they? It can be a bit bright in this game too. I saw there was two games. Yeah, I did see that. Two Lumberjack games, completely unrelated. And the bus ones are nearly exactly the same gameplay, right? Okay, I might check that out then, because I am enjoying the other one. And if it's only that price, can I at least tell you it's better than Autobahn? I think you can answer that question yourself without me even saying anything. What isn't? Peanut says, very careful yourself with Toplitz games on Xbox. Yeah, I have no experience of them at all. I obviously don't have an Xbox, but you know, in my sort of time gaming, I haven't come across anything that they've done before. So yeah. Anyway, see what you think. I'm resisting telling you anything until you watch the video. But yeah, have a look. What's worse than Autobahn? Taxi Sim. We need to do Peanut's got his pile of shame that he's not, you know, games that he's not played yet, but we should have a pile of crap as well or something. I'll let you guys vote on that. Maybe I'll put that on the community page just for a laugh. I don't know what else we'd put on the list. And I know I'm in the wrong lane here, but I'm just kind of enjoying myself cruising down the middle, so I'm staying out of trouble right here. and now I'm not. I'm next to the fence. So it was a wise move. Yeah, it's quite bright. Humanoid, yeah. Now see, now it's changed to tarmac. It's much better. Right, I need to get over. Because we've only got 37 kilometres to go. Autobahn Police Garbage Simulator. Don't forget to put the 3 on the end. There's been 2 more before that. I've said it before though, I like the concept of it. I really do like the concept. I just want it to be able to work properly, you know? Let's just see if they fix it. I mean, they should fix it, because if you've paid money for it, it's a bit wrong, isn't it? Right, what's that bus actually doing? Right, I am in lane completely, right? I'm not in his way, it's not tourist bus. You know, the back end of the bus isn't sticking out or anything like that. So, I don't really know what he's doing. So, let's see if I move forward in a second. Try not to clip the wing mirror there. Can he move now? So that I can get around these guys. Right, this is going to be interesting, isn't it? Can I go down there and do a U-turn somewhere? Because there's no way I'm getting through there. Yeah, I need to go left, so let's just see if there's somewhere I can go. You watch this take me back down to this motorway. If this is the slip road, we've had it. Oh, driving time. Right, I didn't even see that. Okay, I'm just going to do it here just for simplicity. That seemed to change quick. Right, let's accept. We'll sleep. It means we're finishing at night. Let's put the lights on. Then we'll switch this to driving time, accept. Right. Those lights are not very bright, are they? That's as bright as they go. Oh, this is a slip road, look. Right, maybe we come off at the next junction and then come back on ourselves, all because of an AI sort of traffic jam. Anyway, it'll reroute us, so I'm not too worried. We have got sat-nav, so we're good. Do a bit of night driving to finish. Yeah, Cadman, you wouldn't want to get in one of those taxis, would you? Yeah, I wonder how many copies of Taxi Sim they've sold. Is it new as well? Has it only just come out? I mean, based on the games that we kind of play so far on this channel, you know, an actual taxi sim sounds like a really good game, but yeah, if it's as bad as you guys are saying it is, then I don't think we'll bother, to be honest. "13th of May, yeah, it's pretty new then, isn't it? Wow. I just hope we didn't pay too much for it. There's lots of great games, isn't there? But just every now and again you get an odd one that you just think, oh, why did I bother? Actually, it looks like we have been kind of rerouted here, and it shaved a bit of the kilometres off. Yeah, I did hear from Dave, who was the other person that I know has bought it recently. He said the AI in the taxi driver was particularly shocking. Hey Samuel, how are you? Nice to see you. Right, we'll try and come off here again now and see what happens to us. Nearly missed it then, it's so dark. I'm assuming this is the next exit up from where we originally came off. Nice sunrise starting to come up there. Right, we've got a green light, so let's go for it. Yeah, I think the AI or Jurgen are uniformly bad in a lot of these games, aren't they? I mean, the AI in this game, right at the beginning, was absolutely terrible. They've improved it, you know, leaps and bounds from what it was when it first released. I mean, you would be going through a traffic light on green, and the AI just did not pay attention to the signals. They'd just go through on red. You'd end up being crashed. They fixed that. I'd like to say they fixed it fairly quickly, but it wasn't immediate, so it was frustrating to begin with. I think that went on for a few months before they fixed it. Right, so this is the outskirts of Berlin. We just passed the sign there. Have I met the AI in farming sim? I have, but I've not had any problems with them yet. You paid $18.50. Wow, that's a lot if it's as bad as you say it is, Cadman. Oh, nice, Samuel. So you've got a lot of the games there that most people on this channel have got, I think. On the Road PS4 version was atrocious. It seems like a long time ago now. When was this PS5 version? Was it the back end of last year? I seem to think it was the back end of last year. Do you think they can remake the game with Unreal Engine? I don't know. Would they bother? I don't know if they'd bother on Humanoid, would they? I think it depends. Depends how much work it is and how many people are playing it, and if it's going to be cost effective. I think they would have thought about that at the beginning though when they made the choice, wouldn't they? So they must have made the decision and then just stuck with it. Farah says, watching a taxi driver video now, don't rush to get it on your channel. No, I think from what Cadman and Dave said, I think I'll be giving it a wide berth, or Cadman can send me his. So Cadman can lend me his for a couple of weeks and I'll do some stuff, but apart from that... the AI don't like you in Farming Simulator. Right, I've not really come across them yet. They're driving up down the road, past the main farm that I've got in the on the US map. But I've not had any run-ins with them as yet. I can't remember. I can rent it off you for 20 quid, non-refundable. I think though you should make videos on it, Cadman, anyway. If not just to review it and say how bad it is. I mean, you bought it now, you may as well use it for something. Apart from putting your coffee cup on and things like that. "17 kilometers. Yeah, there you go, on Humanoid. The engine's gone again. "13 kilometers. So we're nearly there. I think I've got 2 drop-offs to do once we get down this end. And then we can be out of here, and then hopefully the lumberjack video will be up very shortly afterwards. Yeah, it's fine, Cadman. I think it checks out everybody anyway, to be honest. Right, some turning here. Oh, that was severe braking just then. I don't get what you mean, Krezza. Someone called Beaver. Right, the sun is coming up. 4:30 in the morning. Oh, the sun's really bright. So it looks as if Brutto is our first stop. I think the majority of what we've got on board is going there. I think we just got one delivery to do at the next stop. We'll soon find out. There's Autobahn 2 there on the right hand side. Can you imagine if they update the billboards to put Autobahn 3 in instead? That would be really taking the Michael. With a slogan underneath, buy this, it's great. All you can eat donuts. $5. Right, let's back it up. Can work out which way I'm meant to be going. I still find these controls, the orbital controls, really weird when you're outside the cab. Let me just get straight. Don't remind you of donuts. The best sim in years, yeah. Yeah, it's a good job they don't pay the YouTube community to come up with the advertising slogans for some of these, isn't it? So I mean, it's the different developers as well. This game and this game and Autobahn are different developers, but so it's obviously not the developers who put those billboards in it. It must be Aerosoft that are able to do that, to promote all the games that they're publishing. Right, that looks good. Let's get this stuff delivered. Don't remind me of donuts. We're going to have to look for OTR now in Autobahn 3. If we go back into Autobahn 3, that is. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if it's any cross promotion going on. Right. So, one more stop. Oh, I've jumped out again. I meant to take the handbrake off. Right, let's get to the next stop, and then we'll be out of here. "18 kilometres" it says, but it's not really 18 kilometres, as we know. It's not like for like. Let's just let this AI filter past. Cheers, Jurgen. See you later. Right, let's take a chance. What's going on here? This traffic light's good. It's not a traffic jam. Can probably turn down the headlights again now, I think. There's a bit of traffic, isn't there? Early morning Berlin traffic. Right, we're going left here. British Ace, how you doing? Nice to see you, mate. Thanks for popping in. Aviation Dreamer, how are you? Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, I'm pretty good, Joe, thanks. Yeah, thanks for the message about the 1K. Appreciate it. Right, I'm gonna go for it. I might get a penalty. Oh, we got through it. We're alright. It actually does look quite good in this light in the game, where the cars have got the sort of rear lights on. What have we got over there on that billboard? OMSI2. What's OMSI2? I don't think I know that one. Is that another Aerosoft game? YouTube partnership time, yeah. Yeah, hopefully. SNCF, you're back. How you doing? OMSI2 is an ancient bus simulator, right? Okay, yeah, I've not heard of that one. Is that a PC? Is that a P? I presume that's just a PC only one. I've not heard of that one. Wow, if it's ancient, they're still promoting it in here. That's a bit weird, isn't it? PC only, right. How have I not heard of it? Because it's on PC. Right, I just got snapped at that light, not to worry. Ah, it's the bus equivalent of Train Simulator, whereas the bus would be the Train Sim World equivalent. Right, okay, got you. Got you. Right, this is weird. No traffic lights, yet the layout of the junctions is as if we should have traffic lights. And we got through safely, so not to worry. 2013, that's quite old then, yeah. Just looking at this bus in front, it actually would be quite nice, wouldn't it, if you had a simulator like this where you could kind of choose a truck. I know this is a truck simulator, but you know what I mean. You could have a career as a trucker or as a bus driver and kind of swap between the two. Because those buses, they're nicely modelled from the outside. Obviously, I don't think there'll be too much from the inside, but you know, there could be some kind of crossover rather than them being separate games. That would be an idea. Right, so we're just pulling in just ahead. Let's stay in this left-hand lane. Here's one of those tight parking areas. Actually, I've swung that around a little bit too much. I didn't mean to do that. Probably giving myself a few problems now. Let's have a look. Yeah, what I'll do is go this way, then I'll swing it in. Don't want to jackknife it, which is entirely possible. Yeah, I'm with you on that, Joe. Yeah, I've been playing Bus Sim 18 a little bit again recently, but I haven't played 21 at all. I just didn't fancy it. But 18 I really enjoyed. Right. Let me work this out. Making a real dog's dinner of this one, I'll tell you. As long as I get it to turn green, I'm not really that fussed, as you know. Let's go for it. There we go. Right, let's get delivered. Let's go to the freight office. 2 things to drop off it. Oh, look at this now. Right, the doors can clip through the garage doors. Passengers and freight runs in the same game like TSW would be fun. Yeah, it's a bit one-dimensional, isn't it? In this game, would be nice to be like a bit like TSW in that respect. You're right. Yeah. You've got €6 million in humanoid in the game. Wow. Joe says 21 is way more arcadey and very kiddish. Yeah, I didn't like the look of it. I did watch Game Tech playing it for the longest time before it came out, and I was kind of like, yeah, I don't know. I didn't think it was for me, so I never bothered picking it up. But like I said, I've been dipping back into 18 quite a bit and been quite enjoying it. So that is it. That's the end of tonight's run from Kiel down to Berlin. So I hope everyone's enjoyed it. Thanks for joining me again on a Sunday night. I appreciate it. And right after this, I will hit the button on the Lumberjack Dynasty game. So hopefully that has now processed on YouTube and it's ready to go. So look out for that. I'll try and do that in the next sort of 15 minutes. Let me know what you think about that one as well, and what you want to see from that. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Take care, everybody, and have a nice evening. Bye for now.